All right, MMA fans, I'm here with UFC featherweight fighter, Mr. Damon Jackson. Sir, how are you today?
Doing good, man. How you doing?
I'm fine as well. Thanks for asking. We're recording this interview a few days ahead of Christmas. What's your plan for the holiday season?
We're just hanging out at the house. We have some family coming in, so it's no travel this time. I'm just training like crazy, getting ready for everything. We're about 3 weeks out, so just pushing it hard right now. So I want to stay around the gym.
Yeah, since you already have a scheduled fight with Dan Ige on January the 14th, still, before that, do you have any particular Christmas tradition or, what do you usually do on Christmas Day?
Like we play a lot of football outside, so that usually gets pretty crazy. But we definitely we play a lot of football, and then we just hanging out, campfire, just chilling. Nothing too crazy. But yeah, we just get together. My family's pretty tight, so we get together pretty good every year, Christmas Eve.
But I guess football for you this year, or are you still playing it nevertheless?
Yeah, I actually don't enjoy eating that bad. So like, there's a couple of things that I like, but like I don't enjoy eating too bad. So like it doesn't bother me too bad because I've been wrestling for so long and wrestling seasons during Christmas. So Thanksgiving and Christmas have never really been that bad for me.
Sounds good. Sounds good. And in addition to sports, is there anything in particular you like watching, or just sports for you and your family on that day?
Yeah, we watch all the Christmas movies. We get into all of them. We watch everything, Santa Claus, Home Alone, all that kind of stuff. And then we watch all that. And then, just chilling at the house more, just getting out of practice and then getting home as soon as I can and just hanging out with them because they're on Christmas break right now. So, we're just hanging out a lot. But we have my daughter's wrestling. Actually, she started wrestling last year. And so she has a few competitions. So, we're getting ready for the end of the year. Like I have my fight on the 14th, and then our middle school state, because I'm coaching, our
Cool.
middle school state is on the 28th. So of January. So it's coming up. So we're prepping for that, trying to get ready.
Listen, since our latest interview, you actually changed your nickname because the last time it was the Leech. Now you're called Action. I
Mhm.
prefer the new one, to be honest, but I would like to hear from you the reason you switched nickname.
Yeah, like right before my last fight, my brother passed away, and that was his football nickname. So they would call him, that Bradley Action Jackson. So they would just call him that on the intercom every time he would make a tackle and stuff. So I just thought it'd be cool to keep him around with the nickname. So I made the switch over last fight, like the fight week. I made the switch, and it sounds good. I like it. I'm gonna stick with it from here on out.
I'm sorry to hear that. My apologies. Sorry, my condolences. Yeah, I actually I wanted to apologize, for the question, but may I ask you what happened to your brother?
We still really don't know. Like it just like he wasn't answering calls and texts. So we went over to check on him, and we found him at his house, and didn't make a lot of sense yet. We did try to figure out like it could have been a vaccine, it could have been medication, it could have been a handful of things, but like there's no present like apparent reason why it happened. It just kind of out of nowhere. He was 37 years old. So um, just doesn't make a lot of sense. And he was vaccinated just shortly before that, about 2 weeks before. But I don't want to get into conspiracies and all that kind of stuff. But it just nothing adds up. So we're trying to figure out some answers, but we don't have any answers so far.
Again, I'm sorry to hear that. My sympathies for your loss. Um, Moving, looking ahead for your upcoming fight, you finally got to fight a ranked opponent. You were telling me in our latest interview that you would push to and even call out, a ranked opponent, and you got that in Denige. How happy are you that you actually, have a ranked opponent now?
Yeah, no, I'm so happy. Just it's nice to get the opportunities to fight in the UFC, but like to build my way up and get on this win streak, and then to get a ranked opponent. It's just nice getting those opportunities. So I'm just looking to take full advantage of it, and just keep moving forward with everything.
Pat Sabatini, it was a quick fight, 69 seconds. Any surprises coming from your opponent on that occasion?
I think that, Pat Sabatini is a tough dude. I was training my ass off for him. I was training so hard, and that was definitely something that we had talked about in training camp was the up kicks, the front kicks like that, and then the knees up the center. If he engaged with wrestling, so just the first one landed and got him good, and that was about it. And then coming up with Dan, Dan's a tough dude. He's very well rounded, striking, wrestling, and jiu-jitsu. He's got it all. So it's going to be a fight for sure.
Your next opponent is coming off a three-bout, losing streak. Do you think that he's, in a tough spot mentally and, perhaps preparing something unusual or unexpected coming into this fight?
Yeah, I think he's definitely I think he's pushing hard. I think he's gonna be working harder than he ever has. I think he's gonna be the best version of him, this whole time. And the three losses in a row, like I don't hold on against him, a whole lot because of the guys that he fought. But at the end of the day, it's like if you're not winning fights in the top 15, then you don't need to be there. And I want to step in because I know I can beat guys in the top 15. And he's my first test. He's the one that was willing to step up and fight. So because I was asking everybody, for the fight. So he was the one that said, like, let's go. So I know he's gonna be ready. I know that he is prepping for me in every way possible, and it's gonna be a fight.
Did you do anything in particular in preparation for this one, or is it the same traditional training camp?
Yeah, no, I mean, I always have a pretty solid camp. Like it's always pretty much the same, but like I do talk to my coach and we get a game plan together. And then basically, he likes me to start implementing my game plan during practices and stuff like that. So, just doing that, doing the reps in drilling, and then doing the reps with the rounds I'm doing and the like sparring rounds, that helps a lot. It gives me a lot of confidence because I think that there's definitely things I can get in this fight that I have never gotten to use, and I think that this is the fight that I get to kind of come out there and test myself against a really game opponent.
In addition to getting your first victory in 2023, getting a ranked spot, I believe, in case of victory, you have to be ranked after that, and securing your fifth straight victory. What's your plan for the next year?
Hey man, I always just try to, go one fight at a time. And I know that sounds like really cliche, but like this is the biggest fight I've ever had, going against Dan. And this is a huge step up for me. So my all my focus has been on him. And just like myself, always like I always want to stay active. I always want to fight very consistently. I want to keep active, as much as I can. So that's not going to change. I'm going to be calling people out left and right. If I break the top 15 after this fight, I'm going to be calling someone out right away and looking to book another fight within a week or two.
And not MMA related, is there anything in particular you wish to do in 2023?
We got my girls, they got a volleyball tournament down in Florida, so we're gonna go to Disney. We're gonna, hang out with some family and visit Florida quite a bit. And then I think me and my wife are gonna make a trip down to Mexico, either Mexico or Hawaii coming up. So we had our 10th year anniversary right after my last fight, and we had a lot going on, and we were moving into a house, so we haven't got to celebrate it yet. So that's probably what we'll do, right after this fight.
Well, congratulations on your 10th anniversary. Damon, I'll finish my questions. Do you have any last messages?
No, man, I appreciate the support and thanks for the time. And definitely, I'll be ready to go January 14th.
I'm pretty sure you will. Thank you for giving us a little bit of your time today. Best of luck with your upcoming fight. Hopefully, I will hear again from you in the future.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you.
Have a nice day. Bye-bye.